Hello, Stampin' friends. This is Monica Gibberti with Stampin' with Monica, and welcome. Today is Monday, August 4th, and I'm coming to you from sunny Stafford, Virginia. I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and I've been a demonstrator for over 22 years. And I'm coming to you this week with a brand new online class to go. When you're popping on, let me know. Say hi. Don't be shy. It even rhymes. And just say hi. Give me a heart, a like, or a thumbs up, whatever you want to do so that I know that you're here. And I am going to wait a few seconds because it's just, my clock says that it's just 5 o'clock now. And I just wanted to introduce you to a beautiful, and it says beautiful suite of product, a sweet collection that is included in the annual catalog, and it's called Beautiful Gallery. So this week we are featuring this beautiful set of products that I'm going to show you. There are page 54, 55, actually, starting with beautiful samples from page 52 of the annual catalog. Go through 53, 54, 55, 56, and 57. These, I guess, it is worth the spotlight because it's beautiful. It's beautiful. In this suite of product, we have two bundles: Beautiful Motifs bundle and the Gallery Blooms bundle. One has a bunch of sentiments, some graphic here, and the dies that coordinate. Let me grab them so you can see them. So the Beautiful Motifs bundle has lots of sentiments. It basically is a sentiment set. It has 10 stamps included with 1, 2, 8 sentiments and 2 images. It's photopolymer, and the dies that coordinate with this bundle are dies that do not cut anything from the bundle. So they're standalone dies, and some of them, like 1, 2, 3, these will not die cut. They will just do some imprint in the paper. Let me see if I can show you. I think there's there you go. These samples right here. See how they just die cut, but they're not die cutting from the paper. They just leave an imprint, and so you can lift them and you can tuck even pictures, you can tuck anything under. So these 3 are included in this bundle, and then we have these 2 extras that I'm using today in the projects that I'm showing you. Okay, then we have the Gallery Blooms bundle. That this is all stamping and die cutting with extras. Okay, so this is imagery that you can stamp in color or just stamp, and die cut, because we have matching dies. And actually one, I need to take it out, and this has a double duty kind of, this set of dies, because this has, I'm going to show you, this is a bazillion. So we have 1, 2, and 3 dies that will die cut, actually 4, because 1 is the one that I'm using. 4 dies that will die cut. Obviously the images are at a smaller size here, but this is what is going to die cut. This is what is going to die cut. This will be die cutting this image right here. And then we have this for right there, and then we're going to go to page 2 of the dies, and then we have that. So all of these get they can be die cut. Okay, so I'm taking this and this because I will need it for my cards, and everything else is just standalones, extra value to this beautiful set of products, beautiful set of dies. So you have leaves galore. What is included in this suite also? Oh, I forgot. This I'm going to show you in one of the cards how it die cuts. I already die cut it, but I'm going to show you all the pieces. Okay. And then we have beautiful paper that I set aside here. You get a pack of 48 sheets of paper, and this is the beautiful paper. And look at this. So you have scenery, flowers. Let me put them in here. Flowers, scenery. Look, you can just frame them for sure. Okay, there, and this one, and this. Okay, and then obviously you have the other side of the paper, and this just gives you an idea of, you know, the other side is pretty neutral or versatile, that you can use in a different, with different products other than these. Okay, there you go. Now, also we have an embossing folder that is called Damask embossing folder, and you will see how we use it. So it has to be, you need to run it this way and put the paper horizontal. Let me see. Do I have something here that I can, like, for example, this one? Will it be able to see how this is done? So if you put it this way, it's going to be only if you have a piece that has to go horizontal. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Okay, and then we have embellishments, are the pressed flower motifs, and this beautiful soft spool of basic beige ribbon. So this is what is included in the suite. Okay, today, or throughout today, tomorrow, and Wednesday, I will show you 5 different projects using the suite, and you could get your free supplies to recreate the projects with an order. And because August is my birthday month, I'm going to offer something different every week, okay, as my thank you. So for this week, if you qualify with if you place an order that is over $60, you will get the supplies to recreate all the 5 projects. Plus, I'm going to send you one of each of the patterns of the designer series paper. So it means that is a quarter of a pack. I will send you a partial package of the embellishments that will be good enough for you to do the cards, and also you will get 3 yards of this ribbon. So you will get a goodie bag on top of getting the supplies free. Your order has to be over $60 before shipping and tax. And after you apply your rewards, Stampin' rewards, if you have any that you want to apply. Now, obviously, you're free to watch the video, get inspired, and we're going to just start with our cards, and I hope you are going to enjoy them. I have done a little bit of work ahead of time, and so we are getting ready to start. Okay, let me put everything close by so I know. I would like to do some die cutting, because I'm going to do stamping and die cutting and coloring, so you will see everything. So the first card that I designed has these supplies. So remember, you will get You will have to have the bundles in order for you to recreate the cards, but you can also just get the supplies and recreate cards with whatever you have. Now, the bundles, each bundles, okay, let me see. One is 45.75, the other one is 53. If I have to suggest which bundle to purchase, if you're not sure, I will go with the Gallery Blooms bundle, okay, because it has the images and the die cutting and this beautiful frame. Then you can use whichever sentiment you want to add, okay, and then you can just stamp and die cut if you don't, because we're going to use these sprigs as well, but might as well get both of them, right? Why not? Okay, so let me just go ahead and start with the first one. So the first one has these supplies, and you'll see what we're going to do with that. So we have a card base, so you will be getting a card base in Early Espresso, already cut and scored. You will be getting an insert, basic white, okay. You will be getting a piece of petal pink, and I think I'm going to emboss this one for you, okay. Then from the paper that you'll get, you will cut, and the measurements are all in the what do we call it? It's like a little PDF with pictures, supplies, and measurements of everything that we're using. So this is the paper, and I'm going to show you which pattern that is. It's this pattern, and this is the back, so you will know, okay. Then you will get a piece of basic white with a cut corner that tells you that this is the one that you will need to use for your stamping and die cutting. This will be included like that. These are the sprigs that you will need to die cut on your own, and I will give you the pieces of cardstock. Let me poke these things out for a minute, okay, because I die cut it. And these dies are part of the other set of the beautiful motives, these two. That's why I was saying that, why not getting both? Then you will have your ribbon, and I cut a length and cut it in half. From this die, so you will have a piece of cardstock, and you will, in crumb cake, and you will die cut. And when you do the die cutting, this is what it will do, okay? I'm going to show you. So this will be the piece, a larger piece, and this is what it's going to look like. So you will get this frame, and the insert that equals to 1, 2, and 3, okay? So that is that. Also, what I did, I will give you a piece of basic white, and instead of just cutting the size, I put it through the die and die cut it. So basically I'm replacing this. Out of this entire frame, I am just gonna use this and this. That is gonna set aside and probably use it in another card. And then you'll have a piece of basic white for the label. Okay, so let's start with, we're gonna put in the basics first. So we're gonna fold our card base in half, and you always, even if it is scored, you always want to have your corners to do a matchy-matchy. So even if it is scored, you want to crease your score lines very well. Okay, then we're going to grab this pattern right here that it's already been embossed. And if you have been following me, you know what I like to do, that I like to rough the edges of my paper just because, but obviously you can if you want, but you don't have to because the card is yours. I'm just going to give you an idea of what to do. And then I'm going to just rough this corner a little bit. rough it up a little bit. And when you do that, it might happen that the paper will kind of separate a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use all my edges here of my dimensionals, and I'm going to put this one down to my card base. Okay, and we'll be quick. Okay, simple and easy. Hope everybody has had a good weekend, and I am happy to report that our weather is not as humid as awful. Okay, so I'm putting it down like that. Then this paper is gonna go sideways a little like that. And what did I do? I think we're just gonna go flat on this, and I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive here. Okay, and see if this has a direction. I think the flowers will go this way, and that is what we're gonna do, like that. And if you want, you can even rough it up a little bit, just to do a matchy. Now, what we're gonna do now, we're gonna take this frame. Oh, actually, we're gonna take this piece, and we're gonna just glue it across. So this is how easy it is. Just put it across there. Okay, make it straight, Monica. There we go. Now we're going to take this frame, and I'm going to put dimensionals. And I want to go put quite a bit because I need support there. Let me do one over here. As you can see, I'm using all the edges because these are as good as the big ones. Never throw away what's around the edges of your dimensionals. Okay. Okay, so now I'm taking this and I'm going to put it down like such. Voila. Then I'm gonna take the insert right there, and let me just grab the stamp set that we need for this card. And we need these flowers that are from, so we're gonna need these flowers. And then I'm gonna need coloring tools, and I'm gonna use Old Olive and Calypso Coral. These are the colors. So what I'm going to do with my dark or Old Olive, I'm going to take, okay, I'm going to take my Old Olive and move everything away, and then I'm going to start splattering there to give it a little bit of a texture. Gonna lift it up so you can see it. Okay. Hello, Monica. We have something in common. We have the same name. Thank you for joining us, Monica. Let me know where you are watching from. Be nice to know. Now, this, after you have done that, we're gonna just put dimensionals. And we're going to do it like that. And now I'm going to grab a new pack of dimensionals because I'm going through them like there's no tomorrow. And then pretty soon I'm going to have to do swaps. And so I will go through like a bazillion. Hello, welcome from California. Thank you for joining us. So I was saying that I love my dimensionals, and also I'm going to tell you what's happening here in the world of Stampin' Up. Tomorrow, demonstrators will be able to do a pre-order of items, product from the new mini catalog, the September through December mini catalog. And that mini catalog will go live for customers at the beginning of September. But we get to see that, get to pre-order items from it, and I'm excited. Okay, so let me stamp the sentiment. This is a thank you card, and it comes from this beautiful set. It says beautiful motives. So it says, thinking of you. This is a thinking of you card, and the color that I'm using to stamp is pecan pie. Now, I forgot to tell you what colors are in the back here. From the Designer Series paper, you know that in the back we always have the list of cardstock or colors that coordinate. So in my designing, I used the Early Espresso that is listed. I added my petal pink because it's not listed, but I thought it would look good. And then I'm using pecan pie as my ink. And then I'm using Old Olive that is not listed, but it's it's in the same family as the Mossy Meadow. Okay, it's just a tone down. And I'm using Calypso Coral that is listed there. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my thank you. It's not thank you, thinking of you. I think this will be a nice card. Hello, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I am going to put thinking of you right here. And there we go. And then while I'm stamping, I'm gonna go ahead and do all the stamping that I need to do. So on this scrap paper, okay, we are going also to be using the Early Espresso ink, and I'm inking my flowers, and I'm going to make sure that then I can die cut. If I do it this way, that should be staying in there. There you go. So I'm stamping in Early Espresso, and now I'm gonna grab my dark Old Olive, and I'm gonna go and color quickly. Now, for those of you that know me, I am just a quick colorer. And for those of you that do not know me, English is not my first language, since my first language is Italian. Born and raised in Italy, and I moved here a long time ago when I was young. I was 25 when I left my hometown. But anyways, so we're just getting off track here. So we're coloring the leaves, okay, like such. And then with this color, that will be our Calypso Coral. I'm quickly coloring the flowers, okay. As you can see, as long as we stay within the lines, it doesn't matter, because the blends will be blending, not bleeding. If we use the correct ink, they're not going to be bleeding at all. Then you can wait a little bit if you want, and then apply more color, like going back and add a little bit of extra color there. Okay. I could use, this is my light Calypso Coral. I could use the dark, but I wanted to keep it kind of a soft look, like that. Okay, so this is the coloring right there, simple and easy. Then I'm gonna go and work on the inside of the card. And the other sentiment that I'm using, it says, so I'm using these two. I'm using thinking of you, I'm here for you always. Okay, who does not need a card like that. So I'm gonna use my pecan pie, and I'm going to stamp "I'm here for you always" right there. Okay, then using my early espresso ink again, we're gonna grab, where's my little stamp, my flower. So we're switching to this stamp, and I'm stamping, so these two, okay, I'm stamping this one inside. I'm gonna ink it, grab it, put it right there, and I'm gonna do the same coloring as I did before. I'm using the dark, and I like to use my bullet point for these tiny leaves just because I have more control. Okay, and then same here with my light Calypso Coral. Put some color for these buds right there. I think there's rose buds. Voila. So that is the inside of the card. Hello, Sharon. Hello. Thank you for saying hi. Okay, now, so we have, let me try one thing. I found these erasers here. Let's see if they work. If they take off the smudging. It does. And this was one of the gifts that I gave my retreat attendees. So it's cleaning up a little bit. On my April retreat. Now I'm planning for my September one. And I have over 50 people register. And I'm like, what? Okay. So I'm going to glue this one inside. Obviously, you could choose whichever sentiment you want to do, but please stamp first and glue at the end, because if you make a mess, then you can always use the other side. But if you're coloring with blends, then you won't be able to flip it because you have this, because blends do bleed. Okay, so now we have that. What are we going to do with these? I'm going to take these sprigs that are right there, and I'm going to grab a little bit of liquid glue, just a tiny bit here and there, okay, to secure these one down. Okay, and I will put in the description of this video, I will put the what my ordering special will be, and I can ship all over United States if anybody's interested in getting the kits to recreate these cards. So I'm gonna go and tuck this one under, if I can, a bit. Tuck it in, tuck it in. I did it with my original one. There we go. So I'm gonna tuck it in and glue it down there. Then I'm going to do the same for this, and here I'm just going to put a few drops in the widest part here. Okay, some of the leaves, and we just need a few drops, not many. And then we are taking this, and gently we are going to overlap, kind of, if we can. Otherwise, we're just gonna leave it like that. I wanted to push it down. Don't get stuck in all my hands, but get stuck over there. Okay. You just put a little bit so it doesn't bleed. Okay. So we have that. Now I'm going to take my dies, and I'm going to quickly die cut these flowers, and I'm gonna use, let me grab my Post-it paper. I'm gonna secure these there. Voila. And then I'm going to go and die cut and be right back. Okay, I'm gonna use my die cutting machine quickly. Change my, voila. And here we go. Okay, and this is what comes out to be this beautiful die cut image. Now we're going to grab our dimensionals. We're gonna put the ribbon, the embellishments, the label, and this card is done. Okay. So we're gonna put it down like such in the corner. Obviously I want this one straight and this one goes like that. Okay, our little sentiment goes right here pretty much. I need to grab it and put it straight. Now the ribbon that I have here that I told you I cut in half, I'm gonna fold it in half. And I'm going to grab, so where I'm going to put this one right there. Just a little bit of adhesive there to secure it. Okay, like that. Then what I'm going to do is take a dimensional and put it down here. And another one right there. Peel off. Okay, so that's my way of securing the ribbon down. And then I'm going to push this one under there. And is it straight? We want it to be straight. Voila. Okay, and now I'm going to use my big scissors. And I'm going to trim side and side there. I don't like the way this came out. So I'm going to lift it. I'm not OCD, but I like to see it well done. There we go. So now we have the outside, the inside done, and we need our embellishments. And what I'm going to use, it is a big flower that will go down here. Then we're going to use the small one. One will be going right there. And the other one is going to go up there. Okay, so this, oops, I just noticed that we have two. Why did you get out there? 1, 2, and 3. So this is the first card of the class. What do you think? Huh? Okay, so there you go. Card number 1, set it aside. Now we're going to move on to card number 2. And now we're switching color palette. And we are using blues. We're going to use blues. And this calls my name because I love blues. Okay, so we have a card base in this is Balmy Blue, and we're going to fold it like I showed you before. We're going to fold it on the score line. Remember, if you get the kit, you will get to make one of each of the 5 projects. So come back if you want, or if you cannot join me on my during my live, you can always watch the replay. The videos will be on my YouTube channel, and they will stay on Facebook only for 30 days though, okay? Because tomorrow I'll be on later, not 5, but I'll be on at 7 p.m. and Wednesday will be 7 p.m. Okay, so we have this, and this card is going to be horizontal. Then we have the insert. We have a panel in Secrecy. Love this color. Then we have another panel. This is basic beige, and this time we embossed horizontally. Okay, then we have a label from the Textured Notes dies. And we have this label right here. We have a piece of basic white, and then we have scrap paper right there. And then our DSP that we're using is this. And where's my packet that I want to show you where the pattern comes from? Remember, if you qualify, you will receive a quarter of a pack of the paper, the designer series paper. Let me see if it's on this side, or I can flip it. And where is it? Is it hiding? Oh yeah, it's hiding. Yeah, because we're missing. So this is the pattern right there. Isn't this beautiful? And then this is the pattern for tomorrow's card. So there you go. Okay, so this is the pattern that I'm using for this. And you will do your cutting because you will get all the measurements and everything, okay? I'm glad you like it, Sharon. So, and then we have a label from the same set of dies in Peach Pie, because Peach Pie is one of the colors that is listed and also one of the colors that are in the designer series paper. Okie dokie, so let's put this card together. Let's start with, you know me, this will be, what did I do with this? Boom. We're going to put dimensionals because when in doubt, dimensionalize. This is my my line of thought because I love everything dimensionals. So, and I'm going to put this one crooked. Okay, or at an angle. Then we're gonna grab this piece here, and originally I did this to mine. Okay, just because I like to do that. It gives a little bit of a vintage looking kind of, I don't know. And then I'm gonna flip, and I'm gonna put dimensionals in the corners like that, and one in the middle, and I'm gonna put it down in on the card. So the layouts of these cards are very easy peasy, nice and easy. Okay, just make sure that this is the top. If you put it this way, well, it depends on how you like it, but I think it's upside down. This is how I see it. So then we're going to put this one like that, as straight as possible if we can. And then we're going to do this on this side, just because we can, okay? And then look how this brings, woohoo! Love it. And now I'm going to use liquid glue. And I'm going to pick this one up if it comes up. And then we're going to just put straight across, just making sure that I was gluing everything. And because I need to check, so there we go. Voila. Okay. We're good to go. I'm now stamping. We are stamping. So my stamping will include a sentiment and some images in this one as well. Okay, so on this we're gonna go with one stamp and use the stamp in different spots. So this stamp comes from the beautiful motifs right there. Okay, and we are grabbing cloud cover. We know that we have ink spots. We don't have the big ink pad because of a chemical reaction. Okay, so that's why we have the spot that we can re-ink, or there is a set of mini ink pads that has a ink spot already prepped. So it doesn't matter because this is how I'm gonna do it. This is how I do it. Okay. And then I'm gonna ink. And then I'm gonna go right there. And then I'm gonna go like that. Okay, so this is one. Then we're gonna grab this. That will be our insert. Okay, I'm gonna ink it well. And we're gonna go and ink. So we're bringing the outside to the inside. Okay. And then I'm going to do it this way. Like that. So we have a border, okay? Now, you can leave it like that if you want to, but my idea was to kind of make it neat in a way. So with my designer trees paper here, I'm gonna put it in a way that is gonna be all straight. Okay, you can leave it like that if you want, and put the paper down here, or just level it up. Okay, using. Okay, let me pick this one up without making a mess. And then this is straight. And then I'm gonna cover this, the whole thing, and make it straight. Okie dokie. This was my line of thinking. Oh, there we go. So this part now can go into the inside of our card. Okay, and we're doing the matchy-matchy, the outside to the inside. Voila, voila. Then I can glue these two together. And I'm gonna go a ziggy-zaggy with my liquid glue. And then I'm going to put it down right here. So this is just the basic white. I just cut it based on the measurements of this label right here. Okay. Voila. And now I'm flipping and putting dimensionals. And then we're going to stamp the sentiment, the flower. And then we are almost done with the card. And then you'll let me know what you think. I'm gonna go this way. This one is gonna go like that. Straight. Yes, that is down. Now set it aside. We're gonna stamp the sentiment. And now this time we have a thank you card. And I'm using, we're gonna go with black memento. Okay, and we're stamping this on our label. Voila. And now while I have this one out, I'm gonna grab the big stamp. Where's my big stamp? Did I put it away? No, it's in front of my nose. And now I'm gonna ink the flower in memento, because we're gonna color it with our blends and then die cut. So here we go. Okay, voila. And the colors that we're using are Peach Pie, and this is Lost Lagoon. And I am going with a light Lost Lagoon, and I'm gonna color the leaves. So we're changing the tone. Okay, right there. It's the light. Leaves this one. And we're gonna go down like that. There. Did I get everything? I think so. Yep. And now with the dark, I'm just gonna add a little bit in the middle to give it a little there. Then I'm gonna go with dark peach pie. It's not pumpkin pie, but it's peach pie. And I'm gonna go dark, all of it dark. I could shade if I wanted to, but mine would be all dark. There. I like the brightness of it. Okay. Voila. And then if it doesn't get colored all throughout, we have, you know, it's like we can do whatever. And then we're going to die cut. And then we are just putting the embellishments, and the card is done. When you use your blends, remember, right, not to push on the tip. And most of the time I use the side so the tip doesn't flat or get ruined. Okay, and here we go. Done. Easy peasy. So now I'm gonna go die cut it. Hello, Nancy. I just saw your comment. I was just busy coloring. Just like, okay, I gotta focus. Stay within the lines. Okay, so we're making cards with the Beautiful Blooms Gallery. Beautiful Gallery is the name of the suite, and we're using both bundles. These are, to me, are very elegant, and it's a suite for all occasion, but it's so vintagey. So let me go die cut quickly. And we are almost done. Hello, Wanda. Thank you for joining. Let's pull away this sticky tape, and voila, look at that beautiful die cut. Now we're going to put, guess what, dimensionals, because we love dimensionals. There. Okay, peel them off like such, and this is gonna go like that on the paper. Then I'm gonna grab my ribbon. We're gonna do a faux bow, meaning we're gonna fold and fold, and then we're gonna put it down. We can do this. What I usually do, I put a little bit of adhesive there, down like such. Okay, this will go there, this will go there, and then I'm gonna use my dimensionals to secure it, because I'm gonna put, let me see, I need a small mini dimensional to put it down there. Okay, let me trim this, and like that, and now this is gonna go like that, so I can put, so I want everything to stay like that. I think that will be enough. I'm gonna just glue it and see if I need extra dimensionals. I'm gonna tuck it underneath, and voila. Thank you for everything. I like this to go this way. Voila. This one we're going to just move it a bit, and I'm going to cut this one like that. And now we just need to put our embellishments. And I noticed that I lost one in my original. And I'm going to put one right there and press down. One right there and press. And then I'm going to put one right there. And let me finish because I know I'm missing one in my original. Okay, so these are the two projects for tonight. So this is the finished one, and the inside looks like this. And the other card is this. So these are the first two projects. We're using everything that is in the suite. Both of the cards have the embossing. One is done vertically, the other one is horizontally, using the embossing folder that is included, the embellishments and everything. And these beautiful flowers. And so, as a reminder, hello Elise. As a reminder, because August is my birthday month, this week I'm gonna offer extra to the ordering special. With your order that is over $60, you will receive all the supplies to recreate 5 projects. Remember, tonight is 2, tomorrow will be 2 more. Those will be fun folds. And then on Wednesday, it will be a 3D, okay? And we have designed beautiful cards because this suite is just gorgeous. What you will receive from me on top of the supplies, you will receive one of each of the patterns. You will receive some of these embellishments and about 3 yards of the ribbon. This is my goodie bag, is my thank you. So you will have everything to finish your card, okay? Embellishments included. So you will have until Sunday to place your order. But if you want to come back tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'm going to show you 2 more cards. Those will be fun folds. And then Wednesday, 7, will be a 3D item, okay? And I will put all the information at the end of the video, at the top of this video. And so I just want to thank you for stopping by. And I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, we're working with the beautiful motifs and the beautiful blooms, the gallery blooms bundles. I think this is $53, and this is $45.75. I think they're in the annual catalog, and they have beautiful set of dies that I showed you at the beginning. If you missed the first part, you can watch the replay on here or on my YouTube channel, because I'm gonna just download this video and it will be over there. YouTube channel is under Monica Ghiberti or Stampin' with Monica if you're new to me. And if you want to subscribe, then you'll get notified every time I post a video. Okay, ladies, thank you so much, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.